Hi there, Tamara Doris, your Sacramento real estate professional. Do you remember when you were a kid or maybe a teenager and something that your father might have said is, as long as you live under my roof, or the metaphorical saying of, well, they put a roof over his head, right? Let's talk about roofs and how important they are in real estate. A roof is very expensive. Next to the foundation, it's probably the most expensive single component that goes into building a home. So what does that mean to you? It means that when you're purchasing a home, the condition of the roof is really important. A roof on an average size home probably costs, and I'm just kind of throwing it out there because it's been about a year since I've had to get an estimate on new roofs. No, actually about 6 months. But an average size home really for a shake roof, or excuse me, for a composite roof, which is what they're using more now of, or tile, but tile's more expensive. A composite roof runs on an average size home probably around $8,000 to $12,000. So, you know, that's not just pennies. If you're buying a home, one of the first things you want to consider is the roof. Now, if you're buying a home with an FHA loan, it's kind of not a choice. The roof has to be in decent order, otherwise it will not pass FHA appraisal. When I show homes, first of all, if it's an FHA loan, I always look in MLS to make sure that it's FHA friendly, or I'm not going to show that house to an FHA buyer. That's just common sense. But anyway, when I'm showing a home, I'll look at the roof. If it's shake, I look, you know, I don't get up there and crawl up and look and investigate like that, but I take a look at it. Does it have moss growing on it? Is it missing shingles? If it's composite, does it look kind of cruddy? How old is it? You know, a roof should last between 7 and 12 years, estimate, depending on the quality of the work, the weather, and things like that. But take that all into consideration. If it's an FHA loan and the home inspection comes up with, you know, the roof looks a little iffy in certain areas, or there are previous leaks or something of that nature, the FHA appraiser is going to call the roof. And what that means when they call the roof is they're going to require that you get a roof cert. That's lingo for a roof certification. And what a roof certification does is it's, first of all, it's performed by a licensed roofing contractor. And that licensed roofing contractor is going to go out, they're going to investigate the roof, they're going to take a look at it. They may recommend, you know, a couple shingles or a couple spots need repair, maybe some of that black tar paper stuff needs to go up. But essentially, they're going to tell you what needs to be repaired. Hopefully, they're not going to tell you the whole thing has to be replaced. And based on the repairs, they're going to issue you a roof certification. And what the roof certification does is it says, we certify that this roof should be in good working condition, meaning it does what a roof does, you know, protect the inside of the house, for 2 years. Now, a roof cert for 2 years usually costs a couple $100. So that's basically, and the buyer pays for it. And the reason that little piece of paper means so much is because an FHA lender will not be able to loan you the money unless they know that that roof is going to last at least a couple years. Why is that important? Because remember, the house is collateral for the money that you're going to borrow to buy the house. So, an important consideration is a roof. Even if it doesn't seem like a big deal now, if you're going to need to have the roof replaced in a year, how are you going to afford it? Can you afford it? Are you going to save for it? So be really, and also I want to say that when you're roof hunting, instead of house hunting, roof hunting, you really want to compare. There's some huge differences in prices in the Sacramento community. So you really want to call me and ask me my experiences, because I have a couple of good roofers that I use, good roofing companies. But you really want to compare because they can drastically vary in price. So if you have any questions about buying a house in Sacramento, give me a call, 916-482-5834, or start your home hunting search on my website, www.buyinsacto.com. Bye-bye.